What's good, y'all? And today I'm going to be talking about the impact of one of the GOATs of JJK, Toji Fushiguro. Toji Fushiguro has been a vital part of the Jujutsu world since his debut in the story, up till now in the current stuff with Maki. And I've got to say, I don't think or remember I've seen a character be more relevant after death than he was when he was alive. His role in the Star Plasma vessel, other than Toji being a complete badass and a foil to Gojo, Geto, and the Zenin Clan ideal, he played a big role in the development of Gojo and the downward spiral of Geto. Gojo in terms of developing his infinity so he could be ready 24/7, unlike when Toji caught him when his guard was down, which led to the start of the demise of Rico. Geto's inner conflict started to really become more serious for him after witnessing the death of Rico, and how the Jujutsu world reacts after something like this happens as if it's just another day, and sorcerers just have to live with that, which later on leads to the Geto we see later on in the story right now. And of course, after Toji's second fight with Gojo, Gojo lived up to taking care of Megumi and his sister, making sure they never got attached to the Zenin Clan and their morals, making Megumi the person he is now. Speaking of Megumi, Megumi's character being the embodiment of what Toji wanted from his son is beautiful writing, because Megumi, just like his father, is a free thinker. He doesn't align with what other people deem right, wrong, or moral in Jujutsu society. He goes by his own way of thinking, and to this day he still goes by this, through what he deems as good and bad people and how both are responsible for the mischief and evil in this world. Also, whenever Megumi is in battle and he has these crazed facial expressions, like when he fought the special grade and when he summoned Maharaga, which, by the way, the fact that it was alluded that Megumi's potentially going to summon Maharaga or use domain expansion on Toto in the early chapters is kind of funny. But with those crazed faces, you kind of get a glimpse of how Megumi's battle instinct kicks in, sort of how Toji's kicks in whenever Toji realizes that he has the advantage and he capitalizes on it. Now, his short but effective moments in Shibuya when he resurrected himself because his soul or spirit was too strong for the old lady to withstand was pretty epic. It shows how strong Toji's will was and was part of the reason why he was so dangerous. And of course, the moment with him and Megumi and how Toji really just wanted to see if his son was connected to the Zenin family by simply asking what his name was, and he answered Megumi Fushiguro instead of Megumi Zenin, which to Toji's delight, he was happy to see. It pretty much ended his life right there, knowing that he pretty much accomplished his goal in raising a child in his own eyes. And the day Megumi finds out who his father really was will be such a great moment. And also, I'd like to add, during the Dagon fight, Megumi got to see Toji fight for the first time, and not only that, he also witnessed how much fear he instilled into everyone around him, something I'm pretty sure Megumi's not gonna forget. And speaking of fear, I want to also touch on real quick the impact of fear he instilled in the Zenin Clan and how much they disliked Toji, but at the same time they knew they couldn't compete with him in terms of skill and power. And the fact that he was so against the Zenin Clan, he married a woman and went with her maiden name so he wouldn't have to go by Zenin anymore. But it turns out he genuinely loved this woman, stated in one of the fan books, and when she passed away, there was a shift in Toji's demeanor and how he became a lot of a lone wolf that he even forgot Megumi's name. And from a viewer, that's pretty messed up. I mean, you forgot your own child's name, especially considering Megumi's name translates to blessing. And I'm guessing he knew Megumi had the 10 Shadows technique, which in his mind, you knew that was the last thing he wanted for the Zenin Clan to have him under their household. And when Gojo and Toji met, it ended up being a blessing in disguise for both characters. And last, of course, recently with Maki becoming the next Toji, it has been an amazing read in her evolution as a character. After rereading chapter 152, she's in a way entered this gray area as a character, with her hunting down the other members of the Zenin Clan to completely wipe them out, and how that will affect society is going to be very interesting going later on. And Toji was brought up more than once in this arc with her, and how much of a parallel it is with these two, and how each of them lost someone that meant so much to them. They undergo a change in their demeanor and they become very lonesome. And with Maki's recent evolution of skill and power becoming the next Toji, things in the Culling Gang will definitely become more interesting when Gege comes back August 1st. So I can't wait to see what all Maki has left in the story, as she is, quote unquote, the next Toji. If you enjoyed that video on the impact of Toji, make sure you leave a like. Also throw a comment down there if you want to interact and get some discussion going. And of course, hit that subscribe button if you want more JJK related content, as well as other anime and manga reviews. And with that, I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Peace.